8:30, so let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to our October Board Finance Committee. We will start off with public comments. Okay, all right. Well, then that takes us right into our curriculum update with Mr. Haig.
All right, thanks, Julie. I don't have anything super big on the agenda. It is really a request that'll come up from Julie. It's not anything that needs board approval on the curriculum side of things, just the finance. We crossed that financial threshold for our CMP3, looking for digital subscriptions. And then we'll also be looking for, we're going to be talking to the curriculum committee about a resource, which is free, so we like those, but it's for principles, basically it's for AP macroeconomics. They're looking for some supplemental resources, and this is one that's recommended by College Board, so that's what board curriculum we'll be discussing. And then there's a few approvals for books, mostly centered around AP seminar at Eastern, anxious generation, how to break up with your phone, those types of things. So you'll be seeing those. In terms of what's been happening in the instruction office, we've been pretty busy with some trainings that we've been doing. We like to host things after school for professional learning now. It relieves a lot of pressure inside the system, so to speak, to try to find subs. So we call it Workshop Wednesdays. We hosted one last Wednesday on IXL, which is a tier 2 tool that we use. We brought in one of their trainers, and we probably had 50 or 60 people in here that come in. They don't have to come in, but they just get additional training. So that was really great. Continue to do new staff professional development. So anyone that was hired new this year, we continue to check in with them, provide professional learning for them. We are also in contact with our friends at Great First 8, that is the junior kindergarten program, to ensure that we are following implementation with fidelity. It's really been a treat because we get to work with somebody, her name is Nell Duke, and she's kind of like one of the premier researchers in education. So we get to interact with her, which is kind of a big deal. If you're in education, it's kind of like getting to meet one of your idols, so to speak, because she's really versed in developmental practices that are good. We're trying to kind of bring her on site. She's very complimentary of our principals, our teachers, and just the desire to get things right for kids, and so that's been really encouraging. In addition to that, one of the things that I would say that has, a lot of things have surpassed our expectations, especially the junior kindergarten, but also the advent of, we call it that S4 position. Our elementary principals have said what a lifeline this has been. And as Superintendent Kirby had talked about his desire to have sort of a bench, so to speak, when we have an administrative need, this is sort of that training ground. And so we continue to, once a month, we host trainings to develop those folks. But we've also said to our principals, if there is a teacher that you feel shows sort of hope, or they have a desire to be an administrator, bring them to. We'll provide professional learning for them as well. So that's off to a great start. So we've really enjoyed that. We did also kick off on Tuesday, September 23rd, our K-8 literacy review. So to try to refresh your memory, that's as a result of the state providing money. There's a 35M grant that we were awarded. With that grant, that covered K-5, not 8, but 6, 7, 8, said, hey, wait a second. Since you're doing that, we would also like to take a look at our resources so that they could be aligned. There's a pretty big gap between what the state is providing, of course, and what the actual cost will be. I don't know exactly what that cost will be because we haven't selected a resource, but when the bids came in, I was like, oh, this is a bit on the, I'll just term it spendy side. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll have more updates for you as the team is evaluating, because right now they're just evaluating resources right now and trying to figure out what will meet the needs of our students. So that is taking place right now, but we know that that's going to be, that'll be at least, we'll be piloting into the year. And so as we get further through the year, I'll continue to update you on where things are going and what it's looking like in terms of what we will be able to adopt or seek your approval to adopt. Questions? Okay, I'm done then, Julie.